But yeah, I'll actually go into a custom game, and I'm going to very slowly show off what I do, actually, before we actually end it. I thought about it. I was thinking about it in my head. I was like, do I want to... And I was like, yeah, I may as well just show off how I do it. So I'm going to go into an empty game. Color doesn't matter. No AI. And we're just going to show off, like... You want to see how you actually train? How you actually practice? Like, I was doing it while playing the game and while fighting people, because I want to make it interesting for you guys. But offline, I'm going to show off what I actually do. And this is super important. And it's important to think about also, like, you want to train to get as fast as you can. Right? Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh shit. I did score screen. Fuck. Ugh. Whoops. Habit of hitting the score screen button. Believe it or not. God, I wish it wouldn't count down like this. But I guess it is loading. It makes the loading a bit faster. So your build's always going to be a little bit off because you instantly win without having an opponent. But I don't know. It's not usually a big deal. So there, we pop in, and then we just go ahead and we're going to start playing the game. So we have ourselves the, we have our CV, going to make our supply depot first, and then we're going to build the 15th SCV. We want to get our SCV count as high as we can, stopping around 70 generally, assuming nobody messes with us. Obviously, when people mess with us, we have to change our playstyle, right? We have to get better and better and work really hard at it. So as we wait around, oh, weird. Okay. So we want to make our SCV, then we instantly want to do a barracks into a gas. You've been watching me do this the whole time, but I figured I'd actually explain every bit of it. So we're doing barracks into gas, and then we keep making SCVs all the way up till we get to 19 total. So we're waiting on some money there to come in because we're being very efficient. There you go. So that'll bring us up to 19. And then once the gas finishes, we want to throw 2 SCVs into gas. And then this guy's going to be rallied over there to make a expansion, or command center. And we just wait. There's nothing really to do here at this particular moment. You're pretty much just waiting for the SCVs to build, waiting for the barracks to build. This barracks can be control 1, that's fine. Even I rally it down there. I always like to prioritize getting the command center first. Then we want to get our marine, because we need defense against early attacks. And because this thing's still building, we can always get our orbital command last. There's no real reason to rush to the orbital command. I mean, you do need it, and it is the next thing you should ever buy. Just period. Like, we want to get this. But you gotta wait for the marine to finish, and then once the marine finishes, we're actually going to go ahead and make a reactor, which is really important. Now, the next thing we need to do is build a supply depot down here. And I'm doing this in kind of the safer way to do it, to demonstrate. We want to make our factory after we make our supply depot. This guy needs to get ready to be queued up to make a barracks. As soon as that finishes, you want to make an SCV and bring down a mule. Queue up a thing and then a bunker and then rally it. Rally this SCV as well. Instantly make 2 more marines. And then once you're about halfway on the factory, that's when we add our second gas. Always be making the, SCVs. We gotta make a control group out of our command centers, because you want to make sure you're always making SCVs. You can never stop. Like once you start, you never stop, okay? And then actually, we're gonna get the orbital command right away. A bit of a bad timing thing. You want to go ahead and make this, and then you can go ahead and fill it with some SCVs. 2 more marines popping out. We get another 2. And then at this point, we want to start adding on our next barracks. Because this is for the variant I'm doing where I get barracks before the starport. The starport isn't really that important because, depending on what you see, obviously you might want it. Then when the factory finishes, and you have the money for it, you want to get a siege tank as soon as possible, add on more of these guys, and just in general, just kind of be using your mules. Use your mules on the expansion because they actually well, the main will run out faster, so to keep it balanced, you want to use your mules on the expansion, or at least that's what I've been doing. And at this point, we want to make ourselves another barracks, or third barracks, and then we want to think about getting our command center around now. Obviously, you want to keep up production. That's the important thing. You don't really want to cut any production of anything. That's why SCV production is critical, right? We're making our third barracks. Make sure to add them all as one control group. Drive them up. Siege down there. I'm going to go ahead and make another supply depot. And as soon as he starts making that, we can add on another one as well. And then we're actually just going to kind of save up our money a bit. We want to get our command center. Now we do want to get our command center, for sure. So you can do it two ways. I like to just build it on the high ground, keep it simple. That way we don't have an issue. And then you can just keep making stuff. Always be using your mules. Generally stuff. I mean, this isn't perfect, of course. Nobody's ever like perfect at this when they're starting out, but this is the general gist of what it should look like. Always be making supply depots, like never ever stop. And at about this point, once you've got your command center started and you got good saturation, that's when we're going to add on our engineering bay in order to get upgrades. You're going to go ahead and get the stim pack. Stim pack's very important, actually, for everything you do. Then you want to just get all your workers up to 16 as soon as you can. Because once you get your workers up to 16, keep making supply depots. Just non-stop. This dude should never stop making supply depots. You want to get an upgrade. And once this thing finishes, we're going to land down here, take our third, or take this third. Either way is fine. However you want to do it. Oh, we need to make that a control group. Alright, make this an ignorable command before you land it. I think it saves some time, I'm not too sure. But yeah, just keep always using your mules for this. You go ahead and you can rally everything to one spot as well to help make sure that you have extra SCVs going through. At this point, you can think about adding on your starport. Lift this off, go land where you want to put your command center. You can move your army out here now. Bunker's no longer necessary if there's no early attack. At this point, we want to add on our upgrades, or I should say our armory, to get upgrades. And just make sure you're always making stuff. Rally all your SCV construction to down here now. We're going to be putting all of our mules down here as well. And the SCV guy stopped building. Whoops. That was an accident. Didn't mean for the SCV guy to stop building. If you ever get stuck, you can go ahead and use your command centers to make the insta supply stuff. So what you want to do is, obviously we want to keep up our production of things. You don't want to stop. Get all the upgrades you can. At this point you want to add on a second engineering bay just to make sure you get those upgrades a little bit faster. If there's no incoming initial threat or any reason that you feel that you need to worry about anything, go ahead and just make the attack upgrade next. But if gas is tight, you can make the armor upgrade. It's fine. Either way, you'll be okay. Of course, always be making more stuff. And at this point, we might even want to be looking at just trying to max out our supply depots as quickly as possible, because look at the time, at about 8 minutes, that's about when you want to start doing the mass amounts of building. Add on your medevacs. Those are very important, actually, because as Terran, our units are super squishy. Not as squishy as Zerg units, but, you know. And then, because as you can see we're floating a bunch of minerals, once you have the third base kind of established already, go ahead and add on 2 more barracks. And if you're really floating minerals enough, you can even go ahead and make another command center. So you go ahead and take your 4th as well, which is really helpful. because of course it is. Again, don't forget, you can have idle SCVs when you're doing this, but just make sure you're always building up a lot of... build your supply depots constantly. You always want to have more supply depots. You don't want to have guys not making stuff. Like right now everyone's making, but if you don't have SCVs who are going to be able to give you more supply depots, you know, I mean, if you stop the supply depot flow, then you're going to get stuck. It's super sad. You don't want to do that for sure. And once you start maxing out over here, you're going to want to go ahead and move the SCVs around. Keep sending SCVs to here. It's fine. You can even actually go ahead and rally them to down here if you really wanted, but make sure you're always using your mules. At the most recent expansion you've taken, again, always make stuff whenever you can. Always be checking. And now we're at 200 supply, so we can go ahead and check on our upgrades again. Which I did neglect the upgrades in this example, but to be completely fair, it shouldn't be too bad. Add these 2 barracks to your retinue of stuff. Queue up everything that you can, because once you hit max supply, you won't be able to queue up anymore, which is super disappointing. And then you're going to have to find all this extra money. And boom, we're pretty much maxed out. You can count it as maxed out at about 10 minutes. Without interruption, you get in your 4th base, you know, since it's your 4th base, you want to keep making orbital commands, you don't want to stop doing that. Make sure you, before we move out, important things to do, make sure all your bases are queued up, make sure you have hotkeys for all of your stuff, and, you know, make sure you can see all of your construction buildings, and you're on the way, and make sure you have upgrades going in the background.
What's going on?
You can always make sure that you have all your upgrades that you need, although for my build I don't really need it. A lot of upgrades on the actual units themselves. And if you look, you're attacking with a pretty good retinue of troops. Let's say we're being realistic here and we want to break through to the enemy lines. Right, and we're going to try our best to attack. And as you can see from now we're floating minerals, so what you can do while you order your troops to go attack is just add on extra command centers, because you can never have enough money. Like, you really can't. Hell, I could even go ahead and add on this, add on more barracks as well. You know, I can do whatever I want, because at this point, we're set, and you get in here, there's going to be a battle. You're either going to win or lose it. If everyone were to die, that would suck, but hey, it happens. And look, when you get here, you have some upgrades. This one had the upgrades coming up a little bit sloppier. You might wait for these depending on what you see in the battle. But that's pretty much how you do it. You know, you got to make sure you're getting your command centers. As you can see, since there's no fight, obviously we're not going to lose anything, so the minerals are going to look a lot higher than it really is. You don't want to miss upgrades. You want to be getting stuff as soon as you can. And the faster you get at it, the better you do. So, for example, we could try one more time for kicks. I could go ahead and try remaxing again, but we'll do it against a computer AI just to see, because why not? Go to lobby here. We'll add on AI, any build. Yeah, I don't care. Doesn't matter. They can do whatever they want, as far as I'm concerned, because we need to be prepared for them to do whatever they want. The point is, we're going to be attacking with good units. You know, we have some upgrades, we have stim if we need it. We're attacking with a full army. No half armies, no like, oh, let's attack with like some units. If someone goes capital ships, they're not going to have enough capital ships to really deal with that. And the biggest fear you need to worry about actually is if they're maxing out at the same time. Because then the question becomes, can you reproduce your army even faster? So let's see what happens. All right, we're doing the same stuff. Again, it's an AI. I don't really care. If they beat me because they do some sort of like Dark Templar cheese or something, that's fine. Or a random AI, it's okay.
SCV ready. Go ahead.
Great. Gonna go ahead and build our stuff. Waiting around, pretty casual, keeping it, you know, just for practice, obviously. Because practice is always something you need to keep an eye out on. Make sure you're getting your SCVs at the correct timing. I'll try and explain it again as I go through this. Now I've heard the fastest time is like 7 minutes to max out as Terran. Now I'm not sure what composition that would be that would get you that. I'm not sure what order you'd necessarily go. I might look into that. But if I could max out in 7 minutes, that'd be insane. That'd be like top of the line quality, like pretty much nothing would match it, right? We'll just wait around a little bit for the SCVs to do their thing. You can make a Marine first if you're worried about your opponent. It doesn't really matter what order you do, Marine or Command Center, Marine. They're going to happen at roughly the same time. So it's not something to really get too stressed over. Important to make your orbital command before that Marine pops out though, if you can help it. And then, boom, we make our reactor. Now we're saving up our gas for the factory, which is super important.
You scared me.
Now we were a little bit efficient on this, so...
Command center upgrade complete.
In the rear with the gear. Big job.
We can make our gas with that.
SCV ready.
Oh, I know why we're floating extra minerals. We forgot to do the supply depot.
Complete.
In the rear with the gear.
I'll do a safety supply depot,
We hear
just
ya.
in case.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Good. When the command center builds, it always provides some supply, so it's not too big of a deal if your supply depots aren't perfectly timed, but you want to. And the bunker's super important, because you don't know what you're fighting. You never know. You got to be prepared for anything.
Who wants some?
And then you just start spending your money. You don't need that extra supply depot, though. That's not necessary. It's nice. It's nice to have it.
Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete.
Control 4, Shift 4, Control 1, Control 2. Hey, make a tank.
SCV, go, go, go! You gonna give me orders? But
Make more barracks. Right now, actually, we want to make more barracks.
SCV ready.
Make more Marines as well. Always be making stuff. Treat your SCVs as being more valuable than your Marines, because
Gangway.
Marines are cheap. Like, they'll die so quick if you're not careful. They literally are the most glass cannon unit in the entire game, and you need to be on your toes with them. Now, these two guys, interestingly enough,
Scared me.
they're going to be on supply depot duty.
New SCV ready.
In about 4 minutes, I don't know, I suppose one way you could do it if you're fighting Protoss is you could always get that. Oh,
Got no patience for sitting around.
is that a scout? I don't know. Oh, Terran. We're fighting Terran. Gross.
Ready to roll out.
Make your add-ons on your barracks. Don't start trying to make Marines out of them.
Load up. You want
Make sure you add all your barracks into the into your queue.
What's going on?
Make your upgrades.
Add-on.
Just in general, do your thing. And I've missed the command center in this example, but that's fine.
Sure thing. Who
Like,
wants
we'll
some?
live. Besides, you can build up that command center pretty quick. But I'm going to focus on my upgrades first. Just as long as you get it at some point. Like here, I can even come out here.
Roger.
Build our command center.
Gangway coming through. Get on me. SCV ready. Sure thing. 10-4. I'm on it. Got no patience for sitting around.
Excellent.
Big job, huh? Gotcha. Ready to roll now. Armed and ready. Who wants some? That's fine.
SCV got stuck. I gotta kill it.
You gonna give me orders? Bring it. SCV ready.
I mean, talk about tragedy. That's pretty bad.
Ah, you scared me.
And at this point, it's kind of... You can do whatever you want.
What's going on?
Territory. It depends on your style. Depends on how you feel the game's going.
Upgrade complete. Research complete.
You can even make a crap ton of stuff.
Gangway coming through.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. Huh? Bad news? Fueled up, ready to go. Go, go, go.
And you get there. You know, we're getting there.
This better be good.
We can even add on more barracks, which is super handy. You want to do that
Command
for
center
sure.
upgrade complete.
I mean, hell, I could probably take the army I have and go kill him, but I'm showing off the thing.
Upgrade.
There goes all the mules.
SCV ready.
You don't need people in the bunker anymore.
What's going on? SCV ready. Who wants some?
Make all your upgrades. Just make sure everything's flowing, essentially, at this point.
Ready. Ah,
You'll always be making SCVs. Again, I did it all a bit sloppy. Partly because it's an AI, and partly because I think I'm getting a bit tired. That's why I'm not doing it against real humans anymore. I feel like I'd be
SCV
getting
ready.
my butt handed to me pretty good.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
If you're floating this many minerals, go ahead and make another command center,
And ready.
and you can just make the command center like down there.
Overtime. Bad news.
Like, it's fine.
What's going on? Ah,
Upgrade complete.
And as your upgrades start completing, go ahead and make sure you keep adding on the next set of them.
Add-on complete.
yeah, yeah.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Fueled up, ready to go.
Research complete.
And sometimes it's the AI, and you gotta just go kill them. Or not, I don't have to. That's the power of queuing up stuff. Got hard at work. And we're always getting more minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
And I'm working on maxing out. I did a sloppy job this time, and I apologize for that.
Armed.
No.
SCV ready.
But it's okay.
Upgrade complete.
Because, yeah, no, we're going to go stomp the hell out of the AI. I mean, I didn't even make a starport in this example.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
This better be good.
But it's fine.
SCV
totally fine.
Go, go, go.
Get our upgrades done.
SCV ready.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to have our SCVs mining over here.
Bad news. Ah, you scared me.
Mineral
Oh, I forgot about that expansion. I
What's going
totally
on,
forgot about it.
boy?
Oh my god.
Huh? Ready? Who wants some?
command center upgrade complete.
In the rear with the gear.
Go ahead and transfer more SCVs. Keep it good. Keep it casual. Alright. And now we have a maxed out army.
Ready.
Add-on complete.
I'll just attack move.
Complete.
What's that? Fueled up, ready to go. Armed and ready. Looking forward to it. Been waiting on you.
You really do want to make sure your whole army is moving.
Big job, huh? This better be good.
Hopefully we don't get counterattacked.
Upgrade complete.
But I kind of doubt that we would. At this point, anyway. Alright. We'll get siege to death, I assume. Oh shit, battle cruisers? Okay. Interesting choice.
Mineral, our SCVs are under attack.
I'll run back to defend.
Mineral field depleted.
We could use some help here.
Base is under attack.
This better be good.
Our SCVs are under attack. Upgrade complete.
His units don't have upgrades like we do, so
Base is under
his
attack.
units aren't any good.
Ready for dust off. Ready for dust off.
Gangway coming through.
Wheels can actually repair. It's a fun thing.
Armed and ready.
Now I'll attack move out.
Go, go, go.
Ready for dust off.
Ready to roll out.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
We can keep this with the army, it's fine. Okay, we're gonna try and do another attack.
SCV ready.
Yikes. So yeah, that sucks, losing your bases, but it's okay.
We could use some help here.
And it's okay because ultimately,
Dust off.
what are they gonna do, right?
Ready.
We could use some help here. SCV ready.
Upgrade
Because like, yeah, it's over.
Armed and ready.
rescue.
And see, that's the power of being able to remax as well, is even if you have to pull back and even if you're struggling pretty hard, you can still kind of pull it out anyway.
Go, go, go.
Upgrade complete.
This better be good.
Mineral field depleted.
Gangway.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Want some? Go, go, go.
Great.
This better be good.
I think that's a good, nice way to end it. Have a wall of troops just coming down, shattering everything. Very cool stuff indeed. Oh shoot, do they have another base?
By the numbers, boys.
Let's go find it. Because, I don't know. I don't want to just surrender.
Vespine
No, I wanna go find this guy. I wanna kill him. Having fun. I don't know. Just messing around at this point.
To me, boy.
Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. Boom!